Arsenal opens negotiations to sign an amazing forward with a £42 million release clause. Talks are underway. Arsenal could unlock Rice by signing a £50 million monster. Welcome, my fellow Gunners fans. Come check out the latest news from the greatest club in the world. But before we go on, I ask you to subscribe to stay always updated. Let's get to the video. Arsenal's pursuit of midfielder Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle United has taken an interesting turn, as the club prepares to make a player plus cash offer. According to Football Transfers, Arsenal's interest in the Brazilian has heightened due to frustrations with unsuccessful salary negotiations with another target, Martin Zubimendi. Newcastle midfielder Bruno Guimaraes has once again emerged as a key target for Arsenal, as the Gunners grow frustrated with the lack of response to the salary offer from Spanish international Martin Zubimendi, reports Football Transfers. Despite Newcastle setting a formidable £100 million release clause in Guimaraes' contract last year, Arsenal aims to secure a deal below this threshold. This strategy underscores Arsenal's ability to navigate the complex transfer market while adhering to the financial constraints imposed by the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules. Newcastle United's financial difficulties may indeed prompt them to consider lower offers, especially if these include players as part of the payment. Newcastle's financial problems may force them to accept offers for the player, including player plus cash agreements, particularly if the release clause is not triggered, reveals Football Transfers. This scenario could result in a mutually beneficial agreement, helping Newcastle balance their books while Arsenal acquires a high-caliber player. The potential signing of Bruno Guimaraes would be a significant step forward for Arsenal, bolstering the midfield with his robust presence and tactical versatility. His inclusion could catalyze tactical changes under Mikel Arteta, offering flexibility in the team's strategies. Arsenal views this approach as a planned way to strengthen the squad without compromising its finances, potentially reshaping not only the midfield, but also its market practices. The signing of Guimaraes could be crucial to Arsenal's ambitions in the coming seasons. Arsenal have held talks with representatives of Athletic Bilbao forward Nico Williams, as several Premier League clubs are interested in signing him this summer, according to Hit TC. The report states that Williams is still considering a move to Barcelona this summer, despite interest from Arsenal, Newcastle, Aston Villa and Liverpool in the promising 21-year-old forward. The Gunners are looking to sign another midfielder this summer to ease the load on Bukayo Saka, who is busy with the England national team at Euro 2024. After losing the Premier League title by just 2 points last season, Mikel Arteta's team aims to close the gap with Manchester City in this transfer window, anticipating another season of spending. According to GMS, Williams has been admired at Arsenal for some time, especially by Arteta, who is a big fan of the speedy forward. The Spanish international, who reportedly has a release clause of £42 million, represents good value for money, as he is available to leave his boyhood club this summer. Arsenal faces competition from several European clubs, including Barcelona, which is Williams' preferred destination should he decide to leave Bilbao. Recently, Williams commented on the transfer rumors, stating that he is very happy at Athletic and has instructed his agent not to consider any offers until the end of the European Championship. The talented forward, praised by scout Jacek Kulig as incredible, had a successful start to the competition, with Spain defeating Croatia 3-0 in the Group B opener. Since joining Athletic Bilbao's academy in 2013, Williams has played 122 matches for the first team, scoring 20 goals and providing 26 assists. In the latest episode of the Inside Football podcast from Football Insider, Keith Wyness, former CEO of Everton, revealed that Arsenal are still interested in the Toffees' star midfielder, Amadou Onana, and that he has heard negotiations are ongoing between the two clubs. While this sounds promising for the Gunners, it doesn't mean the deal will come cheap. A recent report from Mail Online indicated that although the Merseysiders are willing to sell the Belgian, they will still demand a fee in the region of £50 million. However, even with this considerable amount, this seems to be a transfer worth exploring, especially as it could help Arteta further maximize Rice's performance in the future. Therefore, there are two ways Onana could help Arsenal get the most out of Rice. The first is by starting as the team's left-sided 8, which would allow the Englishman to become the club's starting 6, a role he has identified as his best position on the field. However, the other way the Everton star could benefit the former Hammer is by starting himself at the base of the midfield and allowing the Arsenal player to attack as the left-sided 8, a role he finds exciting. This might be the best use of the midfield duo, as last season, the 25-year-old started 19 of the 51 games in central midfield for the North Londoners, scoring an impressive 10 goals and assists in the process, which equates to a goal involvement every 1.9 games on average. The advantage of signing Onana is that Arteta would have the flexibility to field him as either a 6 or a left-sided 8, but to get the best out of Rice, he should continue playing as the former. Therefore, Edu and his team should do everything in their power to bring the Belgian star this summer. According to information reported by the Turkish media, Arsenal has made an offer to sign Fenerbahçe's left-back, Feri. The 24-year-old player stood out in the last Super League season, attracting the attention of clubs like Arsenal and Borussia Dortmund. The website Ajanspor reported today that Arsenal offered €20 million to Fenerbahçe to acquire Kadioglu before the next transfer window. The Turkish international player has been a target for the Gunners in recent months as they seek to strengthen their squad. According to Ajanspor, Borussia Dortmund also made an offer of €25 million and hopes that Nuri Sahin, a former Fenerbahçe player, can be instrumental in closing the deal with the German club. However, reports indicate that Fenerbahçe rejected both clubs' proposals, being instructed by President Ali Koch to ask for an additional €35 million for the player. It was also mentioned that Kadioglu received offers from Saudi clubs, but at this stage of his career, the defender is not interested in moving there. Last season, Kadioglu played 40 matches for Fenerbahçe, scoring 3 goals. His contract with the Turkish club is valid until June 2022. Fellow fan, what do you think about the possibility of Feri Kadioglu joining the club? Do you see this signing as positive for the team? There are rumors that Arsenal have given up hiring a striker in favor of a midfielder, but can Northern Londoners afford not to hire a striker? They can't. So my advice to Arteta and Edu is to hire a versatile winger like Pedro Neto. Arsenal need to improve their ability to score goals, among other qualities. Havertz has been an effective striker, but we need to improve his situation by hiring someone who creates plenty of scoring opportunities for him. So who could this player be? It could be Pedro Neto dos Lobos. Although some may argue that Neto is prone to injury, it is important to remember that in Molineux he is very reliable. If he joins Arsenal, we're sure to manage his playing time more effectively and reduce the risk of injury. The Portuguese forward is fantastic and may be what the Arsenal attack needs. The gap he creates in attack, especially with his dynamics in broad areas, is notable. As an individual threat against defenders, he stands out as one of the best available. Those who have seen him play claim that he is unstoppable, has a fast acceleration, lethal speed over long distances, covers both sides of the field, is a serious striker with Premier League experience, and has the potential to turn Arsenal's attack into a weapon. With 9 goals and 2 assists in 20 games, Pedro Neto would certainly be a menacing player for Arsenal. And that's exactly what they need. Fan friend, what do you think of the idea of Arsenal hiring Pedro Neto? Do you think he would be a good addition to the team, especially to improve the attack? Thank you so much for watching so far. Until next time,